Life has a way of taking us to places we didn't ask to go. Sometimes everything seems fine, and then suddenly we are in the middle of a storm. Things fall apart, plans don't work out, people we trusted turn away. The world feels loud and cold, and inside we feel like we're breaking. In these moments, it's easy to think something is wrong with us. It's easy to believe we're being punished or forgotten. But what if we looked at this differently? What if this breaking down was not the end, but the beginning of something sacred, something loving and wise, something your soul agreed to long before your mind could understand? It's okay to feel tired. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to sit in the silence and wonder what comes next. There's nothing wrong with you for feeling lost. You're not failing because you're hurting. You're not broken because you're confused. Pain does not mean punishment. Confusion does not mean chaos. These are simply signs that life is reshaping something inside of you. And in that reshaping, something beautiful is quietly being formed. You are not being torn apart. You are being rebuilt piece by gentle piece. When we go through a breakdown, the first thing we lose is trust. Trust in life, trust in ourselves, trust in anything at all. But let me remind you, just because the road is hard does not mean it is wrong. Sometimes the hardest roads are the ones that lead to the deepest healing. Sometimes the crumbling of old patterns is the only way new growth can bloom. Think of a flower. Before it opens to the light, it is buried in darkness. The soil feels heavy. The light feels far, but it does not give up. It does not doubt its purpose. It simply grows inch by inch, even when it cannot see the sun. You are just like that flower. You are growing even now, even in your uncertainty, even in your sadness, even in your quiet moments of despair. Life has not abandoned you. Life is holding you, preparing you, softening you in places that once felt hard. Every breakdown, every tear, every moment you thought you couldn't go on, those were the very moments something inside you was being made stronger, gentler, wiser, more open to the love that was always waiting for you. You may not feel strong right now, and that's okay. Strength does not always feel like power. Sometimes it feels like sitting with your pain and letting yourself breathe through it. Sometimes it feels like whispering to yourself, I don't know what's next, but I trust that I'm not alone. You never have to figure it all out in one day. Healing is not a race. Rebuilding takes time. Let the process unfold without needing to rush. Let your heart open at its own pace. You are doing better than you think. And while you walk through these moments, speak gently to yourself. Wrap your thoughts in kindness. When you wake up in the morning, try whispering, I am open to being rebuilt in love. When you feel tired, try saying, I honor where I am, and I allow myself to grow from here. These words are not magic spells. They are reminders that you are not lost. You are in the middle of becoming. And becoming is never easy, but it is always worth it. In your pain, you may wonder why things had to happen the way they did. And it's okay to ask those questions. Life doesn't always give us answers right away, but with time, the answers find their way to us, not in loud voices, but in quiet peace. A sudden moment of clarity, a gentle release of what you once clung to, a new sense of self that feels more true, more whole, more peaceful. That is how life works. It rebuilds you in a way that honors who you truly are. You are not alone in this journey. Many have walked the path of breakdown and emerged with a heart more open and a spirit more grounded. You are part of that sacred unfolding. You are becoming the version of yourself that you were always meant to be, one that is not shaped by fear, but by love. And even though you may not see it clearly right now, life is moving you forward, not because you are broken, but because you are growing. Now, let's take a breath together. a long, soft breath. Let it fill your body. Let it calm your heart. Let it remind you that even in this moment you are supported. Let it remind you that every tear you've cried was heard by the universe. Every prayer you've whispered was held. You have not been forgotten. You have not been left behind. You are exactly where you need to be to begin again, with more softness, more courage, and more love. There's a quiet gift inside every hard moment we face. It may not look like a gift at first. It may look like pain or confusion, but with time, it reveals its light. With time, it becomes something sacred. And as you walk through your own breakdown, trust that your sacred rebuilding has already begun. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting from a deeper place, a place of truth, a place of love, a place of becoming. And as you walk forward from here, carry this truth with you. You are not falling apart. You are falling into place. When life takes something from us, whether it's a dream, a sense of safety, or a version of ourselves we once knew, it also creates space. A new space to fill with healing, with wisdom, with love. This space may feel empty at first, but it is not empty. It is sacred. It is ready. It is fertile ground for something new to be born. The breakdown cleared the way, and now the rebuilding begins. There is a quiet wisdom in the way life works. Even when we don't understand it, life is always guiding us, not with loud instructions, but with gentle invitations. An old path closes, and we are nudged toward a new one. A painful ending arrives, and we are offered a new beginning. Life does not tear down to punish us. It tears down what no longer serves us, so that we can rise in something truer, something freer, something more in alignment with who we are becoming. And it is okay if you don't feel ready for that new beginning yet. Healing takes time. Trust takes time. Allow yourself to be where you are. You don't have to rush the process. You are still growing, even if it feels like standing still. There is great power in simply being present with your own experience. Let the tears come. Let the silence speak. Let your heart begin to feel again. This is the work of rebuilding. It is soft, it is slow, and it is sacred. In these moments, it helps to remember that your thoughts are powerful. They are not just passing clouds. They are the seeds of your future. What you speak to yourself in silence, your body hears. Your spirit responds. Speak gently, speak kindly, speak with the voice of love. Let your mind become a safe place to rest. Let your thoughts build bridges, not walls. Try this. When fear rises, breathe deeply and say, I am safe in the arms of life. When sadness visits, say, this too shall pass, and I will rise again. When you feel alone, whisper, I am connected to love, even when I cannot see it. These are not just words. These are new paths for your thoughts to walk. These are gentle reminders that even when everything feels unclear, you are still deeply supported by the love of the universe. The pain you feel is not the end of your story. It is the chapter where you become more aware, where you learn to listen to your own heart, where you choose to let go of what no longer fits. This is where your true rebuilding begins, not by force, but by surrender, not by striving, but by softening. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Allow life to lead you with love. This journey you are on is a sacred one. You are not meant to go through it in fear. You are meant to walk it in trust. Trust that each step, no matter how small, is leading you closer to peace. Trust that what fell apart was never the final chapter. Trust that what is coming will be more aligned, more nourishing, more true. So breathe again. Let this be a moment of quiet remembering. Let this be a moment of gentle peace. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are in the process of becoming. And what is being built within you now is more beautiful than anything you've ever known. You are being rebuilt with love, with light, with grace, and you are doing it one gentle breath at a time. Thoughts are like the soil where our life takes root. What we plant in the mind, we grow in the heart, and what grows in the heart becomes the energy we carry into the world. So when the mind is filled with fear, doubt, or shame, we begin to see life through a cloudy lens. We may believe we are stuck, powerless, or even doomed to repeat painful patterns. But that is not the truth. The truth is, we always have the power to shift. We may not change the past, but we can change how we think about it. And when our thoughts begin to shift, our lives begin to transform. There is such healing in learning how to talk to ourselves in a new way, not with blame, not with harshness, but with love, with compassion, with understanding. The mind is not our enemy. It is simply a space that reflects what we have been taught to believe. And many of those beliefs were never truly ours. They were handed to us through fear, through old pain, through voices that didn't know love. But now we are free to choose again. We are free to speak new words, words that uplift, words that support, words that lead us back to the truth of who we are. We are not meant to live in guilt. We are not meant to carry stories of not being good enough. Those stories may have been loud, but they are not true. True thoughts are thoughts that make you feel safe, thoughts that make you feel light, thoughts that help you breathe more deeply. These are the thoughts that heal, and you can choose them right now. It begins simply, gently. Try saying to yourself, I am willing to think thoughts that support my healing. That small willingness opens a door, and the more you repeat it, the wider that door becomes. You begin to notice the voice of fear, and instead of believing it, you bless it and let it pass. You start to catch yourself in old patterns and lovingly choose new ones. You stop asking, why does this always happen to me? And begin to say, I am learning what I need to grow. This shift may seem small, but it changes everything. When we shift our thoughts, we shift our vibration. The energy we send out becomes lighter, softer, more magnetic to what truly supports us. And we begin to see life respond, not all at once, but in gentle ways. A peaceful moment in the middle of chaos, a kind word that arrives just when we needed it, a new opportunity that feels aligned. These are the signs that our inner world is creating a new outer one. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing which thoughts to feed. Pain may still arise, doubt may still visit, but you don't have to invite them in for tea. You can greet them, acknowledge them, and then turn towards something more loving. It takes practice, yes, but it also takes gentleness. Be gentle with yourself as you learn. Let the voice in your mind become the voice of your own best friend. Your body feels your thoughts. Your cells listen. Every loving thought you think is a healing balm. Every time you speak to yourself with kindness, your nervous system relaxes. Your breath deepens. Your heart softens. This is the power of thought. It is not just in the mind, it lives in every part of you. And as you choose better thoughts, your body begins to trust you again. Your body feels safe. And when the body feels safe, healing flows more easily. Even if you have spent years speaking to yourself in painful ways, it is never too late to change. One new thought at a time, one breath at a time. You are creating a new garden inside your mind, a garden of peace, of compassion, of hope. And from that garden, new life will bloom. There is such strength in accepting where we are. Many people believe healing means fixing what's wrong, making things go away, or pretending to be fine. But true healing doesn't come from fixing. It comes from accepting. It comes from saying to ourselves, this is where I am right now, and that's okay. Acceptance is not giving up. It is not saying we don't want more. It is saying we are worthy of love, even as we heal, even when we are still learning, even in our most tender, unsure moments. When we resist our emotions, they grow stronger. They push harder. They try to be seen. But when we welcome them, when we say, "It's safe to feel this," they soften, they move, they teach us. Pain is not our enemy. It is a messenger. It tells us where we have been hurt. It shows us where love is needed. And when we listen with care, we begin to heal in the places we thought were too broken. Acceptance is about making space. Space for your tears, space for your fears, space for your hopes and dreams and doubts, all living together inside one heart. It is safe to feel what you feel. Emotions are waves. They rise and fall. Let them move through you like the tide. Do not hold them back. Do not judge them. Just breathe through them. Let them be what they are, and trust that they are passing through for a reason. You are not weak for having feelings. You are human. And in your humanity, there is deep strength. There is beauty in being soft, in being honest, in allowing yourself to say, "I am not okay, but I am still worthy of love." That truth is what begins the rebuilding, not by force, but by surrender, by allowing the moment to be what it is. You might want to try a simple practice. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Place a hand on your heart. Close your eyes and whisper, "I accept where I am, and I trust the journey." Say it softly. Say it kindly. Let your heart hear the words. Let your body relax into them. Let yourself know that you don't have to be anywhere else to be loved. You are already enough. Acceptance brings peace, and from peace, healing begins to rise. Not because you've forced it, but because you've allowed it. You've created the space. You've made room for love, and that love will guide you step by step. There is also deep wisdom in the body. The body is not separate from your thoughts. It is not separate from your emotions. It is all connected. The aches, the fatigue, the tightness, they are not random. They are signs, messages, invitations to listen more deeply, to pause, to soften, to ask, "What do I need right now to feel supported?" Sometimes a tight chest holds unspoken grief. A sore back carries the weight of worry. A clenched jaw may be protecting unspoken words. Your body remembers everything you've lived through, and it carries it, not to punish you, but to help you release it, to help you come back into wholeness. When you listen to your body with love, it begins to feel safe. It begins to trust that it no longer needs to hold so tightly, that it no longer needs to carry old pain. Healing does not mean your body is perfect. It means your body feels loved, it feels heard, it feels honored. Try placing your hands on your body, wherever it feels tight or heavy. Take a breath and whisper gently, "I hear you. I love you. I'm here." These words may seem simple, but they are powerful. They bring you back into connection with yourself. They tell your body that it's okay to rest. It's okay to let go. It's okay to begin again. Gratitude is also healing for the body. Not forced gratitude, but soft gratitude. The kind that says, "Thank you, dear body, for carrying me through all of this. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for trying your best." Your body has never stopped trying to protect you. Even in its pain, it has always been on your side. You may want to write a letter to your body. Thank it. Listen to it. Ask it what it needs. These gentle acts of connection begin to rebuild trust. They soften the walls that have been built through years of pain or fear. They open the door to deeper healing. Your body is sacred. It is wise, and it is always ready to support you when you support it with love. So let your thoughts become softer. Let your breath become deeper. Let your heart become more present. You are not broken. You are healing, and your body is walking with you every step of the way. Healing is not something we chase outside of ourselves. It begins quietly within, and as the old parts of us fall away, what rises is not a stranger. It's a softer, truer version of who we've always been. This rebuilding does not shout, it whispers. It speaks in gentle nudges, in soft decisions, in new thoughts that come like tiny lights in the dark. Every time you choose kindness toward yourself, every time you allow your feelings without judgment, you are laying a new foundation, one that says, I am safe, I am whole, I am home. This rebuilding is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the fear, before the doubt, before the stories that told you you were not enough. It's about returning to the quiet strength inside, the part of you that always knew you were meant for peace, the part that does not need to prove, perform, or protect itself to be worthy. That place still lives in you, even if it's been quiet for a while. And it's okay to take your time in returning to it. Rebuilding is not rushed, it is sacred. Some days you may feel like you're moving forward, other days you may feel like everything is still falling apart. But even in the mess, even in the confusion, something true is being formed. The world around you may not change overnight, but inside, you are laying new bricks with every kind word you speak to yourself, with every breath you take in the name of peace, with every moment you choose to pause instead of panic, to soften instead of harden, to trust instead of fear. You are allowed to build slowly. You are allowed to rest as often as you need. There is no race. There is only rhythm. And your rhythm is perfect for you. No one else's timeline matters. You are not behind. You are on your way. This path you're on may not look like anyone else's, and that's what makes it yours. You are not here to follow someone else's map. You are here to listen to your own heart and let it lead you. You can begin each day with a soft reminder. I am rebuilding my life with love, one breath at a time. Let these words sit gently in your mind. Let them rise when things feel heavy. Let them guide you when the way feels unclear. Rebuilding is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about choosing to keep showing up for yourself, even when you feel unsure, even when the world feels quiet. You are your own safe place now. There is a beautiful timing to all things. Life has not forgotten you. The universe is not late. Sometimes it feels like we're waiting forever, watching others bloom while we still feel buried. But just because you don't see the roots growing doesn't mean they aren't there. In fact, the strongest growth happens underground, where no one sees. Trust that your roots are deepening. Trust that your time is not behind. It is preparing. There is a season for everything, including rest, including waiting, including learning to love the silence. When things don't happen on your schedule, it's not because you've been denied. It's because something more aligned is being shaped, something that truly fits you. Life does not rush what is sacred, and your journey is sacred. You may not always feel it, but you are being guided. There is a loving energy that surrounds you. It speaks in quiet ways, in signs, in feelings, in moments that make your heart feel warm. When things fall apart, that energy holds you until you're ready to rise. And when you are ready, it leads you to the next place, not with fear, but with faith. You are not doing this alone. You are not forgotten. The universe has not walked away. It is walking with you. Let yourself trust in that timing. Let yourself release the grip of control. You don't need to know how everything will work out. You only need to trust that you are being led by love, led by wisdom, led by something that sees far beyond what you can imagine. Try saying this: I trust that everything is unfolding for my highest good. Let it soften your mind. Let it ease the tightness in your chest. Let it open a little more space inside. Even when you can't see the path, trust that it is being made clear step by step. As you build this new life, let it be built on a new foundation, not one of fear or doubt, but one of truth and love. Let this foundation be your safety. Let it be the place you return to when life feels loud again. Let it remind you, you are not starting from scratch. You are starting from strength, from wisdom, from everything you have already survived. This foundation is made of the choices you make each day, the choice to breathe through discomfort, the choice to speak kindly to yourself, the choice to let go of what no longer feels true. You don't need to change everything at once. Just take one small step at a time. That is how lasting change is built. Slowly, gently, lovingly. Visualize this inner foundation, strong, warm, safe, a place where you can rest, a place where your heart feels welcome, a place where you are never judged, never rushed, only loved. This is the home you are building inside yourself, and from this home, all things are possible. Peace, joy, connection, wholeness. Let your inner voice be a gentle one. Let it say, I am building my life on love. Speak it every morning if you like. Let it shape your day. Let it guide your choices. There is great power in gentle repetition. These words become your companions, your compass, your light when things feel dark. You are the one you have been waiting for, and now you are showing up for yourself in the most loving way. As you walk forward, take your time. You don't need to have all the answers. You only need to stay connected to your heart. Keep listening. Keep choosing love. Keep honoring your own rhythm. There is no need to compare your journey to anyone else's. Yours is perfect for you. It is unfolding in divine order. Even when life feels uncertain, even when you are still carrying pieces of the past, trust that you are not who you once were. You are rebuilding yourself from a place of clarity, wisdom, and love. The foundation may still feel new, but it is strong, and you are learning to stand upon it with more confidence every day. You are not who the world told you to be. You are not the old stories. You are not the fear. You are a beautiful soul in the process of remembering your wholeness, and with each step, you are reclaiming your peace. You are saying yes to a life that feels true, a life that honors your spirit. So take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your heart beating. You are here. You have survived so much, and you are still open to love. That is a miracle. That is strength. That is grace. Each day is a new beginning. Each breath is a chance to soften, to let go, to return to love. And the more you do, the more life will rise up to meet you. Let these words live in you. I am safe, I am loved, I am being rebuilt in perfect timing. Speak them when you wake. Speak them when you feel doubt. Let them become the rhythm of your healing. You are not the breakdown. You are the sacred rebuilding, and everything you need is already within you. Let today be the day you trust that. Let today be the day you walk forward with peace in your heart and softness in your step. Let today be the beginning of your beautiful, quiet becoming.